Look at this room full of draftsmen. For decades, engineering a functional component meant starting with familiar shapes, like solid blocks, straight support arms, and clean right angles. To make those parts lighter, an engineer would run a test, shave off a bit of material, reinforce the corners, and test it again. It is a slow, manual loop of trial and error, heavily limited by the shapes we are used to drawing and the tools we use to cut them. High-performance projects like this electric aircraft require extreme efficiency. Every kilogram of weight saved translates directly into increased range and payload capacity for the vehicle. Calculating the minimum mass required to maintain structural integrity under flight loads is beyond human intuition. Manual iteration simply cannot strip away enough material to meet these requirements. Generative design platforms invert this workflow. Instead of drafting a final shape, an engineering team defines the problem. They tell the software where the part must connect, which spaces have to remain empty, the exact forces it has to survive, and the materials permitted. The AI takes those constraints and generates thousands of structural variations. It removes material aggressively, ignoring human preferences for straight lines and symmetry, in order to find the most mathematically efficient geometry. As you can see in this comparison between a bird's wing bone and a metal aerospace bracket, the results often look organic. The algorithm distributes forces through branching skeletal web structures because it is solving the exact same physics equations that shape load-bearing biology. In simulation, these candidates perform flawlessly. They weigh a fraction of the original concept while easily handling the specified stress limits. Yet, optimizing a component down to its mathematical limit creates a severe vulnerability. A design that is perfect inside a digital physics engine can become a liability the moment it is manufactured for the physical world. To understand why, we have to look at how these systems decide what to cut. Topology optimization is the most common technique, calculating exactly where mass is necessary inside a defined volume. The software applies expected forces, the glowing red lines, calculating which regions actually carry the load. Material in low-value areas is removed. As the block dissolves, a minimal web remains, tracking those exact paths. The algorithm strips away every ounce of material not required to handle programmed forces. By erasing that extra bulk, the AI has also erased the traditional safety margin. The resulting design lacks the surplus material needed to handle a load condition omitted from the original simulation. This creates the severe simulation-reality gap. An AI system lacks physical intuition. It fulfills the specific objectives received and ignores everything else. Look at the heavy tooling in this CNC machine. Subtractive manufacturing requires physical access. If an AI generates an intricate internal channel, but a cutting tool physically cannot reach inside to machine it, the design is completely unbuildable. Then there is the environment itself. Notice the springs and arms in this vehicle suspension. It operates under constant, multidirectional vibration. A slender, AI-generated bracket might survive thousands of pounds of static compression in a digital test, but without that extra bulk, it can snap under the repeated stress of actual road vibration. And finally, there is the inspection paradox. Additive manufacturing, or 3D printing, allows us to build intricate, variable density structures layer by layer. But the printing process can leave microscopic pores and residual stress trapped deep within those complex internal branches. In regulated industries like aerospace, a component requires strict certification. If safety inspectors cannot reliably use ultrasound or X-rays to verify that the internal geometry is free of defects, that part cannot legally fly. A mathematical optimum offers no value if the factory cannot make it, a mechanic cannot inspect it, and it fails during routine use. The lightest possible structure is very rarely the best product for a long life cycle. Engineers solve this through a practice called robust design. They intentionally program safety factors into the software, forcing the AI to add mass back into the model to buffer against manufacturing defects, unexpected impacts, and temperature shifts. Even then, digital verification is incomplete. The team has to 3D print prototypes and deliberately crush them to failure. Watching exactly where and how the metal snaps is the only way to confirm that the software accurately predicted the material's behavior. Those shattered prototypes and mandated safety margins bridge the gap between abstract physics and hard reality. Generative design allows engineers to stop spending hundreds of hours manually drafting surfaces, freeing them to focus on high-level problem definition and multi-physics simulation. You can see that responsibility in environments like the NASA Goddard cleanroom. The engineering team has to define the exact safety constraints, ensure the hardware can actually be inspected, and evaluate how the design performs across its entire lifecycle. The machine serves as a massive search engine, testing thousands of configurations in seconds. But the machine does not sign the certification documents or accept the liability if a part fails. Artificial intelligence can calculate the outer limits of structural physics. It takes human judgment to pull those designs out of the digital void and safely into the physical world.